Hi, this is Leo Correa. In this video, we are going to explore the best way to manage your cash flow in any crisis situation. In particular, we're going to look at the cash disbursement section of the 13-week cash flow. Hello everyone. In this section, we're going to look and review the cash disbursement section of the 13-week cash flow. Now this tends to be a more complex side of the 13-week cash flow, but we try to break it down into 4 sections to make it easier to explain. Now the first thing we're going to do is turn on the data entry highlights so we can see what the data entry sections are. So we're going to talk about the 4 sections. First is the accounts payable section, which is just a single line. Second is the labor section, which has a few lines of data entry in it. Third is what we call standard monthly payments. And the last section is the other fixed costs. So now we're going to talk about each one of these sections, and we're going to talk about them and how they're used. Well, we're going to begin with the labor section because it's one of those items that you can't avoid. You need labor in your operating your business, and it usually has to be paid every week or bi-weekly in some cases. But the need for outflow of cash immediately is regulated, and it just has to be done. So this is where the highest need and highest priority starts. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter in any type of weekly payroll or commissions or temp agencies that are used in this data entry section, and we're going to enter all the payroll in there. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at standard monthly payments. Now, we try to set this up in such a way that it makes it easy to work with. So a standard monthly payment is one of those payments that has to be paid once or twice a month, and it has to be paid on the same day of the month. And the examples that we have here are loan payments, rent payments, health insurance. Usually they have to be paid by a specified date in the month. So in this situation, we put the day that it's day of the month that it's due, and then we put the amount in, and it will put in appropriately which column it belongs in, so we can see the cash flow. Now, if I change the week ending date, all the payments will change accordingly. So they will move around based on what date they happen to fit into. So this is an example of how we try to make it easy. So this really doesn't have to be managed. Once these standard payments are put in, you don't really need to touch them after that, unless they're going to change for some reason. This allows you to easily manage this whole section. The next piece of this is the fixed cost. Now, these are costs which don't necessarily happen either every week or they don't happen on the same day every month. So they can be something that you will, they might be irregular payments, they might have variable amounts, and sometimes if we have agreements to pay a vendor a certain amount each week, we can put it into this section. The last section that we then update is really the accounts payable. Now, what we do is I'm going to open up the cash flow section here, and how much, now that I have all my other payments in, I have my labor, I have my standard monthly payments, and I have my other fixed costs appropriately defined, I can now decide that I want to pay a certain amount on my payables. And this helps me manage my cash because I'm looking at my cash balance as I'm doing this each week. So if I decide to put in an amount that is too high, automatically my cash balance is going to turn red and indicate that I've overdrawn my account by putting that amount in. So if I'm overdrawn by $8,000 and I want, let's say, about a $20,000 cushion there, then I know that I need to reduce this payment, and I can keep and maintain a balance. This allows me to look at my accounts payable and say, this is what I can afford to spend. Now, obviously, I'll have to go to my accounts payable aging and look at the individual vendors and decide who's going to get what portion of all this. But this now makes this manageable because I can make commitments. And if I make a commitment to give a vendor a certain amount either each week, every other week, or once a month, I can put them into these either the standard monthly payment or other fixed costs and work out an agreement with that vendor to move forward. This allows you to, if your cash flow is restricted, you can now move forward, make arrangements with a vendor that may not get them totally paid, but will help get them comfortable with everything that you're doing and allow you to move forward and operate your business. This also eliminates those constant calls from vendors, because when you make an agreement with them up front, they feel more comfortable. If you deliver on that agreement, they have confidence in you, and although they're not getting all their money when they want it, the fact that they're getting regular payments and getting things move forward, more than likely they're going to work with you. And this allows you to take the pressure off of the constant vendor calls and allows you to concentrate on operating your business. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button below. And if you want to see more videos like this, click the subscribe button. If you have questions or would like help executing these or any other business strategies, you can contact me directly at the email on the screen. Thanks, and have a great day.